Sorry if I'm not really talking much. I don't really know what to talk about, so sorry if it's a bit quieter than what you thought it would be. Just kind of trying to lay out everything first.
They're called spoons for a reason.
Alright, so in case you guys can't actually tell or see because the sun is really bright, it's like I decided to go from, I was originally going to do a koi fish, then I was like, I could do an Aranda, and then I changed it to a Thai Aranda. And I know most Thai Arandas have their wens, there you go, have their wens going all around their head. I just did this one on the top, because I need to work on those ones a bit more than the other ones, so I'm just kind of touching up here and there on it. I decided instead of using these little trays that I got for Christmas, I would use wax paper instead, just because it'll be a lot less messy, easier to clean up. So I just didn't really feel like making too big of a mess. Ooh, that's a little liquidy. Wonder if we have to shake them first. Don't know if that'll help much, but yeah, no, it didn't really help. But I've heard that when you use this is actually technically this is my first time using oil paints. You can see that how kind they are. Oh, well, I had it upside down. There you go. They're just regular oil paints. Nothing too special about them. But I decided I'd go ahead and try them out. But I've seen that you barely need any. And I actually, someone got this for me at the store. But I know everything's probably backwards, but it's pretty much, it helps to improve the flow and increase the gloss on the paint. So that helps, yes. I'll try putting the paints like down here because you can't really see them because I can't get the camera any further up or back. Unless I can try doing that just a little bit, and that might help a little bit. I can see a bit more. And if you hear like people talking right now and music, that's actually, I just have a video playing right now. Give something for me to listen to while I do this. too. This looks like it's gold. It's a yellow Kira. Kind of put that one up here with the other yellows. Okay. So I haven't even opened that. I should probably shake it first. I'm pretty sure you should shake this first. And let's see. Probably take just a little bit and put it onto this paper. Put some of that down right there. I don't think I'll need a whole lot. This is a really small canvas in general, so. And when I'm done with this, if any of you guys are interested in buying any of the art, I do have a website. It should be in my about section of YouTube. In case anybody's interested in that, I do have some artwork for sale. It's not a whole lot, just because I don't put a whole lot up for sale, but then there's stuff up there in case anybody wants anything. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even need anywhere near what I put down on here. It's a lot more flowy, I guess, than acrylics. Almost just as much as watercolor. But of course watercolor has to do with water, so, you know. It's really easy to spread it, I would say. The only problem that I had when I was messing around with them, messing around with oil paints a couple years ago when I thought they were acrylics, is that be a real pain to get off of your paintbrush. I always found that what I disliked about them. And I know you can buy oil to help, or some sort of liquid to help with that, but I've never really bothered with oil paints before, so that might have come in handy right about now. I don't know if I should have, like, I hear that some people put gouache down before painting with oil paints, but I don't know. Some people put all white down first. I wasn't exactly sure what I should have done. I'm kind of just jumping right in here. I know it's supposed to, like, take a couple hours to days for these to dry. So I might just have these sitting around for maybe 2-3 days before I put them up for sale quite yet. Just because I don't want to try and sell them while they're still not finished drying, and then try shipping them while they're all wet because it'll ruin it. And I just don't want people to pay for them, and, you know. So I'll probably have them sitting around before I put them up on the website. Yeah, this is really bright. I don't know if the quality of YouTube will show, like, how bright it is, but hopefully you can actually see how bright it is. It's like a really bright red. I like that a lot, though. And in the water, it seems like I don't really feel like I don't really want to show you guys, but the water is not helping at all with getting some of this off. That helped me get it off. Oh, that kind of helped. It helped a little bit. Could probably use this white. Probably a little too much. Maybe I should put some white down. Oh, there you go. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Put down. Put some of this white down. Make it easier to blend. Yeah, that gloss really, it actually kind of helps quite a bit to make it last. Just a little tiny bit. Like, this is like barely anything. I know it might look like there might be a little bit more on camera, but it's actually not even a puddle. Like, there's barely anything there. And I'm getting quite a bit of area on this canvas covered in the white already, which I really like that. And I know it'll be a lot easier to blend than acrylics, because acrylics dry fast. There's only so much that you can do with acrylics before it's like pretty much all gone. Well, not all gone, but all dry. There's only a certain level that you can reach. It makes it hard to blend them easily. At least from my experience, and I've seen some other people use acrylics. I know a lot of people use oil paints and watercolors just because it's easier to blend them and easier to work with. Some people feel like they're more in control with them. Some people don't. I've always felt like I was when using acrylics. But I don't know, this feels pretty nice using these oil paints. And I have like the basic paints. If you want to see, these are the ones that I have, just basic colors. The brand, I believe, is called Reeves, R-E-E-S. I could have gotten different ones, but I just wanted to have something simple to start out with. I didn't need anything extra or a whole bunch of colors. I just start with basic colors for now. If I got into them more than my acrylics, then I would probably start getting more oils. I have been dreading using oils though, just because it was something that I had never done. I've always used acrylics, and just within this last year, just within this last year, I started using watercolors more often. And it was something that I used to actually not really like too much. Just because I found them annoying. Annoying and really hard, and there was, for me, I just felt like I had no control over where the color and water went. Sometimes it would add too much, sometimes it wouldn't add enough water. Eventually, I started looking into different ways you can use watercolor. So I didn't quite give up on them like I did with oil paints when I accidentally used them instead of my acrylics. But eventually I started making more. Pretty much that's all that I have really on my shop at the moment is artwork that I made with watercolors so far. I mean, I have a couple others that aren't watercolor, but the vast majority of what's on there is just watercolor, and there's not that many pieces of art up there at the moment. So I got this whole thing white now. I think I'm gonna do the fins white as well. I'm kind of using the pencil lining. I kept the pencil lining just so that way it would give some form of liner to the picture. It kind of blends with the colors, so it won't be as like way out there kind of. Pencil lining, I guess. I kind of like this. I don't know. I know it's been a while since I did a video. I know that the last live stream video that I did, I ended up taking it down just because there was a couple songs in it that YouTube was not happy with me playing in the background of my video. You couldn't even barely hear some of the songs because I was talking over them and because the music was quiet. And it was really only, like, I played maybe 20, 30 different songs in the video, and it was just one single song that they got angry about and wanted me, like, I didn't get a copyright strike. I just got it, like, they just wouldn't let me monetize it or anything. And I was just tired of getting copyright complaints about it. They didn't give me a strike or anything, just a bunch of complaints that I didn't really care about. It just got to the point where I went ahead and took it down just because I was tired of only getting that in my notifications and in my YouTube feed on my videos and statistics, but whatever. And honestly, I don't really remember what in that video I was painting. It could have had something to do with the little nightmares, I'm not sure. It might have been a little nightmares painting, which is like this game and whatnot. I don't know. To me, it doesn't really matter too much. It was just kind of a last minute put together video that I made. Or put together live stream, sorry. It was last minute put together live stream. I haven't really been posting much just because I've been, well, busy with life, I guess. But I've had these these little canvases since Christmas, so only a couple weeks. Well, yeah, a couple few weeks, almost a month. And I've had these watercolors a couple weeks, or not watercolors, my bad. These oil paints for a couple weeks. Because I got them maybe about a week or two after Christmas. So I've had them just kind of sitting in my room for a while. And I figured, oh, well, I might as well go ahead and do this. Since I don't really have anything much else to do right now. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I decided it's going to be a red cap tie Aranda. And there is going to be other little colors in it. Just really subtle colors, I guess. I don't want anything too out there or too wild of colors. Just like some blemishes, like pinks and reds and stuff, blending into the white of the Aranda. It's really what I want this picture to be. I don't want it to, you know, be too wild of a goldfish. Nice and simple. So far, I really like this. I don't know if you can see it on camera or see it too well because of the angle that it's at. Ooh, that's a nice gloss. Anyway, right along here, it's kind of like a pinkish blemish. I can see if I can turn on the light to let in some more light. Oh boy. You can kind of see it. The plant that's behind the camera is causing a lot of shadow. I'm gonna see if I can move that and fix it. Kind of fix it. But so far, we're like already 30-something minutes into the video, it seems. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. The extra light really helps a lot. I like that. But already, I can see myself using these oil paints a lot more often. And I haven't really been using oil paints. I've never really used them on purpose. But I can definitely see myself start using oil paints. I definitely do like them. It's nice. It's kind of relaxing. Trying to get them to blend and whatnot. Can add some more of a reddish pink up here, the end of the tail. Use the gloss to get some of this paint off. Yeah, the gloss works really well with trying to get paint and stuff off of the brush. I mean, it's supposed to help with the flow of the brush, but it really helps with trying to get the paint off the brush if you're trying to. Sorry if I go in and out from being quiet and talking. I just don't really know what to talk about much. Not too much to talk about. Work. I work. Hopefully, hopefully one day I'll be a little bit more invested in YouTube, and that will be my work. Do want to. Oh, that's a bit too much red. Oh boy. I do want to be able to work on creating pretty much concept art for video games. Like at first I thought it would be like just graphic designing and whatnot, but I realized like I want to draw out what will go in the video games, and because I'm not too good, I don't really have the money to get a tablet to even try starting the graphic designs on the tablets, but it would be nice if one day I could do that, I guess. But that would be a really long way away just because I'd have to save up a lot of money for the one that I want to buy, which is extremely expensive. A couple $1,000s. But one day when I finally get it, it'll be all worth it because then I can finally, you know, start working on what I want my career to be, I guess. There's not too much currently for me to be able to do, I guess, in life. I mean, I'm currently not in school. I'm working. And hopefully soon I'll be able to start saving up my money for when I do start going to school. I would love to go to school and be able to say I did go to school. But right now I'm just not really going. I mean, if you have the chance to go, you should immediately, and I mean immediately, take that opportunity to go and do it. Otherwise, one day when you get older, you'll pretty much regret not going. You'll you kick yourself in the butt for not taking that chance. There's a hair on here. Dang it. Yeah, I hate that when that happens. You'll pretty much kick yourself in the butt for not taking that chance and just doing it. You won't be able to say that you did it. I do get a lot of people that ask me a lot, especially a lot of family members that don't get to see me often. They do ask how I'm doing in school. And yeah, me and my parents have to sit there and tell them I'm not in school currently. I mean, I'm working, and I'm glad for that because then now I can afford some things that I wasn't able to before. But at the same time, I have to go and tell people I'm not actually in school yet. So, if you have the chance to go in school, do it. I mean, you better go do it. Or else you will regret not taking that chance. Right? Get a little bit more white. Add some skills. Right. Oh boy. Yeah, if the end parts of my brushes actually fall off, it's because they're so worn from the water that I use when doing watercolors. That's why they might fall off occasionally. It's because yeah. Simply just because the water worn it away, much wore out the glue that holds the water together, or not the water, that holds the brush end together onto the stick of the brush. I don't know how long it'll be actually live streaming for. Probably up to about an hour. I'd have to assume. I'm not exactly sure. I've live streamed for an immense amount of long time. I think one time I live streamed for like about 3 hours. I know that when I record and I'm painting or drawing, I can take up to like 4 or 5 hours. And when that footage is sped up, it can pretty much go to only a 2 to 3 minute video. And when I normally speed it up, I kind of already use a time lapse thing on my um yeah, on my camera. So there's I could slow down on YouTube, but a lot of times when I put the music and stuff like that on it, it ends up slowing the music down as well. And then it just sounds really weird. I'm trying to see if I can cover up some of these spots where the pencil still really shows through. I know that around when I start painting around the fish, it won't show as much just because I'll probably be using a lot more, I guess, darker colors maybe? Kind of depends. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully I'll get a lot out of this summer. I'm not sure. Don't really know what I'm going to be doing this summer other than working and spending time with my sisters. I'm excited for them to come back. Hopefully get a couple of videos with them in it and them having fun like they normally do. See if I can get some of this off. I think later I might, when I'm done. Ah, boy. Man, dang it. When I'm done, I might try to use soap. Gosh, see if the use of soap will help with getting some of this oil paints out. I really need to look into seeing what I will need to get in order to get that out easier. Because sometimes it's just really hard trying to get these oil paints off of my brushes. I know the first time I used it, I didn't even know how to get them out of the palettes that I had. It was just so difficult because it was just making more of a mess when trying to clean it off. Same with the brushes. Some of the brushes I had to throw away just because I could not get the oil paints out. Hopefully with this I will not have the same issue. And I will be able to somewhat succeed at getting this out. It's kind of why I'm using wax paper instead of a palette, because this is more space to do it. And I can just throw it away when I'm done. The brushes, though, I can't just kind of throw away because I can't just, I don't really feel like going and buying $30, $20-$30 worth of brushes again. Like some of these brushes I've had for about a year or so. Yeah, pretty much a year by now. And they're pretty much what I use most often with my artwork when painting. These are actually the brushes that I use when doing watercolor. Probably should have gone looking through my other brushes to see if there was any others that I could use, but these are like right here at the time, and I just, at the moment, I didn't want to go scavenging through my room to find more brushes. Just didn't feel up to it, you know? See if I can scoot the painting a little bit closer so you can kind of see a little easier what exactly I'm doing. Let's see if we can add some more white to it, because I do want to whiten this out a bit more. I don't want too much color, exotic colors going on the tail. Kind of just blend everything together. go. See if we can get just a little bit more yellow here on this end of the tail. See if we can brighten it just here at the end. For my first time actually attempting to use these, I know it looks like really glossy, but oh, look at that shine. There. I don't know if you can see like all the spots and whatnot. See if I can set this up here to move. There we go. Now I can get a lot closer without worrying about the shadow. But you can kind of see all the speckles that I put on them. There you go. And the blending of the tail. Yeah. I do like this a lot. It's very nice. This is a bluish color. I'm going to be using that one with this right here. Right down the middle of the tail. Here we go. Some of the outlining. I will be using this kind of darker blue. Well, it's not too dark. Going around the goldfish, I will be using this blue. Definitely. Go ahead and get some of that off of there. And start working on the fins. Right. There we go. Get a little bit of orange and get that in there too. And I think we might add a little bit of yellow too. Just a little. And I need a bit of color. A little bit more color here. I'm going to wash some of this out with a little bit of white, blend it together a bit. go. It's almost been an hour. I'll probably still keep going until I finish this. This blue right here, it's kind of like a dark ocean blue. It's kind of chalky or chunky. I mean, it's a pretty blue color, but it's like kind of really chunky. Don't know how I would feel about using it. Try putting more of this all over the canvas. And there's like some oil built up around pretty much all these colors. I'm pretty sure that's just it's for the oil paints, obviously. But yeah, pretty sure it's kind of just like to keep them nice and fresh. I want to say nice and liquidy and usable. But I guess I wouldn't really know exactly. I don't really use oil paints a whole lot. So add a bunch of that to help spread the flow of it. Because that is what this weird oil liquid that I have is for. To spread the flow. I'm gonna make sure I can get on these sides of all these corners. There we go. Get the blue there. Now with spreading that around. You know what? Maybe I could use some greens with this. Since a lot of fish are in like, a lot of people keep their goldfish in green water. It's supposed to be beneficial for them. I wish that you know what? There probably is names. There probably are names on these. Yeah, sap green. I just Viridian. I'm pretty sure that is another type of green. It's just I'm blind and I can't read. And there's just a lot of different words on the colors. So, ooh, I like that sap green. That sap green is really nice. It's a nice bright color, and I'm liking how it's blending into this blue. The two different blues that I have. Get a little bit more sap green and put it down here. Give it a little bit more. Oh yeah, I like that. See? Might be a little hard to see on camera, but it's kind of messy. I'll patch it up later, but it's a nice transaction from the sap green to the blue up here. I really like that. It's really nice. I like this Viridian right here. And a cup. Corner of the cup's in the way. This one right here. It's very nice. I'm gonna use it. Oh, that's a beautiful color. You know what? On my social media, there's this person that I follow. They sell betta fish. They have betta fish. The color of Viridian. It's really pretty. I like that. That's a really nice green color. I would love to have fish that color. I currently just bought some new fish though for my aquarium. So I can't necessarily buy betta fish at the moment with those colors. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. It might look like a drastic change from here to there, but in person you can really tell that that it's blending in with the other colors. I might try to add a little bit more blue and stuff to help with that gradual blending going on here. Go. Viridian. So beautiful. I think Viridian has top favorited colors now. This. Again, I'm sorry if I go like really quiet sometimes. I'm just not that much of a heavy talker, really, and especially on camera, because I just don't know what to talk about. I guess I need to start like making a list of things that I should talk about. And yeah, I don't know. If you guys have anything that you think I should talk about or something like that, or if you have any questions, you go ahead and comment those down below in the comment section. And I don't know, my next video, I guess I'll go ahead and answer them. That way I have some form of commentary to give you guys, or narration, and you guys won't be completely bored out of your minds watching me be an idiot at oil paints, because I've never used them before. So I could actually be doing this all wrong. I could just not be using the paints right at all. There we go. Fix that little mistake there. And if it's a little laggy on the phone, because from what I can see here, there is a little bit of a lag when I move and stuff, when I do bigger movements. Um, that's gonna be because I'm recording with my phone. I don't have a camera to actually record videos with. So if you're wondering why it lags a bit, it's because I'm recording on my cell phone right now. Get some of this green off so the blue's not green. I'm using it. There we go. Some more blue on here. think that's really it that I need for the blues. I will need some of this, just a little bit more of this oil though that I have. A little bit more of that. Get all that down there. Probably didn't need that much that I put down. It's whatever. It'll help me get through the rest of this painting. I really like how it blends together with everything. It's really nice. How it just kind of all, it just blends. I know with watercolors I struggle to blend sometimes just because like you can always add too much water or you like it either you don't add enough and it dries too quickly, and then when you just keep adding water it kind of makes it worse. With this, so far I haven't had too many problems. Like I haven't really gotten anything on me. Just little tiny light pink and purples here and there, but you can't really even see that. Yeah. If anybody is interested in following me on Twitter or Instagram, those should also be in my about section of my YouTube. For some reason I can't necessarily put them in the description quite yet. Every time I try, it says that the link is broken to it. So I can't really give you a link to them, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, I guess, with that issue. I did make an amino. If anybody's interested in that, I'll have to put that in my about page as well at some point when I can do that. Actually, I can go ahead. I'll download the amino on my other phone. My test phone, I guess. And then I will show you guys exactly what it looks like. And no, this video is not sponsored by Amino. If you do want to sponsor me too, then yeah, let me know. I would be happy to be go ahead and be sponsor you. I know some people have a lot of difficulty with trying to get sponsored or to sponsor, getting permission to sponsor people, but I don't know. I've never been asked to sponsor, and with the fact that I don't hardly get a lot of videos out, and especially when I make a video every couple months, I know that really doesn't help either. But I'm busy some days, and I can't really get anything out. And that's what kind of sucks, is that I want to do more. I want to be able to be more interactive with you, and just all in all be able to enjoy YouTube more. But it's just really hard due to the fact that it's just sometimes I'm busy or I don't have the motivation to get something done. I don't really have a workspace to I don't really have a workspace to really, you know, do everything. I'm sorry if I'm like pausing or taking a long time to say something. I'm trying to like multitask right now. What did I make me? Okay, guys. Give me one moment. You might be able to see the quality of the picture a lot bigger now. I mean, better. A lot better now. Because I have it going through the front camera now. But you can you can see all the little detail. If you can call that detail. Right there. But I'll have to go on ahead and add my Instagram. Or add my Amino at some point. Put that right back there. Crooked. For some reason, it's not wanting to let me log in to my Amino on this other phone. I could be using the entirely wrong password or the wrong email for it. that could be like the number one thing that's wrong here is I'm not using the right one. Let me see. I'm trying to go through my emails right now to see which it might be. And really, I really only have a couple different emails. Like, they're separated by what I use them for. So, like, work, website, school, general stuff. That's pretty much the only thing that I use my emails for. I do have one set up for the website, and that's for if someone has a commission or wants to buy something on the website, then they have to email me what they want. Like what the item is and the name and stuff. It makes it a bit more easier, I guess. Oh boy. That's a lot. Yeah. I'm not really finding anything. Maybe I didn't maybe I didn't use an email. I don't know. This is annoying. It's really annoying. Oh, what was it? Maybe I did. Yeah, I don't think I used an email because I pretty much used all the emails that it would happen for. But it can't be anything else. Unless it's this. Don't. Okay, so I do believe that I did, in fact, use my email. I used it. It's the password I'm getting wrong. So what's the password? Okay, normally I'm not the kind of person that actually forgets a password. Like, I'll make a password or someone will tell me a password and I remember, okay, I found it out. Okay. So I guess I have two different aminos. One is for my YouTube channel. The other is... Do I got stuff on my... No. Oh, yep. Yeah, I do. The other is pretty much for my website. Now, in case you guys want to go follow me on Amino, Amino is pretty much this app that you can go into different groups for and like share art and talk about what you like and whatnot. This right here, this is the Amino I have for my YouTube channel. Obviously, I don't have anything on it yet. So, let me see if I can get better quality. Alright. There we go. But here's Amino. If I can get my phone to sit still in one spot, since it wants to keep moving. Anyway, This is the amino. It focuses in. I know sometimes it unfocuses while I'm live streaming, but this is the amino. You could pretty much, oh no, go into pretty much any different groups, like this one, and you can talk about different stuff. So right here is the amino for my channel. And I don't actually have really anything on here. I do have a public chat room. There's nothing in the latest feed right now, obviously, because I haven't really had any updates to put on YouTube. But if you want to go and see some, like, what I actually do post a lot more on is on this one. And this one is more related to my artwork and stuff. So if you want to come to either of these aminos, you can. This one is the black cat. The other one was Kitten Gamer. These are the two aminos. But basically, you can come here and check out the different kinds of artwork and updates that I have on just generally art and occasionally real life stuff, but not really. But if you want, there you go. I'll see if I can try and put a link to my aminos on my about page. I don't know if I'll be able to, just because I'm having difficulties with trying to get it to keep the link on there. For some reason, the link kind of breaks, I guess, and it won't take you to what it's supposed to. But that's that. Now, just turn this back, finish this painting. Move that. Alrighty then. I'm sorry, my cords are like all mixed and jumbled over here. I was just trying to get them unstuck. Let me see here. Go ahead and... Oh, a lot of people have been asking me though, what time zone I kind of range on. I pretty much, I'm on the central time zone. People ask me Eastern, Western. What time zone are you? I'm actually on the central time zone. I'm like in the middle. So like I'm Like, we're 3 hours behind the East and 3 hours ahead of the West. That's kind of like a bad example, but it's the best that I can really compare it to? Question mark. Yeah. But in case you ever see any posts or anything, just know it's pretty much the central time zone. On the central time zone. Oh. Yeah, I had a couple people asking me what time zone I would be streaming on. I got a lot of people that I know that I live in the central time zone kind of area. So they kind of just they kind of have me used to not having to really go into detail about the time zone and whatnot. But it's something that I should be doing more often, purely because a lot of people don't live in the same time zone, and they don't know that I live in the central time zone. It's really something that I need to clarify more, I guess. Give me one moment, guys. There's someone try. I'm trying to help them find it. They need a little help with. Trying to find the stream. I know a couple people had some issues with trying to find it. Considering that I changed my YouTube name earlier this year, I'm tempted to change it back, actually, because it was a lot easier to find my channel, and I don't really have to change any. Well, I would have to change back all of my social media back to the old name. My Twitter, like my name on there, it's still Guardian Angel 10. There are other people on YouTube called Guardian Angel 10, but it's only a couple. Well, there's a couple people called Guardian Angel, but not really any called Guardian Angel 10. And The only reason why I really changed my name is because that's what my usernames kind of are on my console. So, yeah, probably a stupid reason to change it, but I changed it. And a lot of people were referring me to Kitten Gamer or Kitty and or Kitten and stuff. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't call me Kitty. They call me Kitten or Gamer. And I think it's just because out of respect, they don't want me to feel uncomfortable or anything. I mean, it's a name. I know that they're calling me by my username and not just making fun of me for my username or anything like that. But I might change it back because it was always a lot easier for people to find me when I had my old username, which was Guardian Angel 10. The only problem is I just really don't want to go back into all of my social media and change everything. I don't really have, like, nothing's branded under the name Kitten Gamer when I changed it. Everything is still branded, like, anything and everything is still branded as Guardian Angel 10. I never changed anything like that except for my social media names. So, like, some artwork and stuff that I had. Then it was just like a bunch of artwork I never branded as Kitten Gamer. I just started using my actual name on them. With it, um, God, it's hard to talk. It's so very hard to talk. It's really hard to talk. um, but no, I never really changed anything when I changed my username. Everything's pretty much the same. It's just my username. I'm really trying. It's so very hard. There's so many nice people that like to try and encourage me. Guys, you'll get those people who will try to down on you and won't support you and just try to make your life like just a living hell. Excuse my language. But no matter what you do, you have to keep trying to move forward. You have to surround yourself with people who actually appreciate you and help you. There is a couple people that I have met. I don't actually like really talk to them too much, but when they notice that I'm having a hard time, or even just in general, just out of nowhere, they'll come in and be like, keep doing your best. Or, hey, how is it going? it's just listen to the positivity. You have to learn. I know it's hard because even there are still some days when I feel like I can't just keep doing this, where I feel like I have to just stop and not do anything anymore. You can't just, you have to try to keep moving forward with life. You have to learn to somehow cope. And at one point in my life, about 2 years ago from now, I had hit a point where I just couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I didn't go out at all. I wasn't making any videos for pretty much the vast majority of summer. I missed out on a lot of opportunity to spend time with my sisters that summer. But I don't really know what it was. Somehow I found a way to cope, but in a weird way. The way that I found out how to cope with what was going on should have probably done the opposite and shouldn't have helped me. It should have probably made me feel depressed or upset when using this method as a coping mechanism for what had happened and what was going on. But it didn't. It made me realize that I can't just sit there and do nothing. I have to get up and do something. And by this time, maybe about a month, maybe not a month, almost a month after I had started to use this method as a coping mechanism to help me, most of the summer had already gone by. I had missed a lot of opportunity to really have fun while my younger sisters were here with us for the summer. And I really kicked myself in the butt for that. Because that's what I look forward to during the summer, is seeing my younger sisters. They don't actually live here with me, mom, and dad. They live with their mom, like pretty much miles and miles away. They live a couple states away from us. So it's hard. We only get to see them 3 months out of 12. And I know when it was time to say goodbye to them, because of the fact that I didn't get to spend so much time with them. I had finally been able to start being normal, I guess, to a certain extent, and enjoying life. Pretty much because they were around. They were part of the reason that helped me. But it was also because of another YouTuber that helped me cope with things. I don't really think I'm ready to say who it was quite yet, because people might ask, oh, how is it that helped you cope and whatnot? How did this person help you cope with whatever you were going through? And maybe in the future, I'll say how it helped or try to explain it. But right now, I'm not really ready to. That'll probably have to be saved for another time, maybe for a story video. If you guys want story videos, let me know. But anyway, by the time I had started feeling okay again, like I was really out there okay, I had already missed most of the summer. Like, it had gone away, and I had just kind of laid there, depressed, not knowing what to actually do or what I could do to pick myself up. And I realized some of this oil seeps through the table. Or not through the table, but through the wrap. Okay. I had just now noticed that. Wow. Alright. They had already had to leave. I had missed out so much. I could have spent so much time with my siblings and try to make myself happy. I was trying hard to make myself happy. It was just really hard to. I just really couldn't do that. And I couldn't ask for help. I felt like I couldn't ask for help because at that point, nobody would understand exactly how impacted I was by what was causing this difficulty in my life. I know that my parents couldn't, they would try their best to understand, but I knew that they would just kind of get annoyed by the fact that that's what was causing it. So I just kind of didn't really ask for help. But I guess it was because my younger siblings, it's what caused me to find this coping mechanism. And if you're trying to find a coping mechanism for something, I recommend you do it with something that isn't harmful. Don't, like, for example, don't hurt yourself as a coping mechanism. Don't change yourself or do anything that is toxic to help cope with things. So, like, if you think that, I don't know, maybe if you start drinking, you'll start to cope with what's going on. That is not at all what you should do. If anything, that would make it worse. And I really think that a lot of people out there have a really hard time with coping with things and change. I absolutely hate change. Every time we moved, I hated it. I never felt like I belonged at the new house. And there was a couple times when we moved. There were a couple houses that I was glad that we got out of. There's a couple houses that I didn't really care. We didn't move a whole lot. We weren't all over the place. We pretty much stayed in the same general area. But I wasn't all into change. Change is hard. It's difficult. It hurts a lot. But it's something that does happen. Sometimes it's not good when it happens. Sometimes it can be really bad when and sometimes it's destructive. Destructive. I can't talk, can I? And some people will end up destroying themselves either intentionally or unintentionally while trying to change when they, for no reason. They'll just do it to hurt other people. And I've been through that. Going through school, there were so many people that went out of their way just to make my life horrible. And for a certain amount of time, for 2-3 years, they succeeded. Just all because they were angry at some of the things that I had, and because I was happy, because I had a functional family, because I had friends that didn't want to be their friends. But you just have to think about the positive side, I guess. The positive of things. And I just realized that for maybe the past 20 minutes, I have been talking about this subject more than I have been for everything else. This should have just been, come pay and have feelings with me type of video. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Should have just been a story time video. Maybe I'll do the next. Maybe I'll just have a straight up story time video next. Would probably like that. I bet. See if I can try to get some of this down here. There we go. Trying to get some lines along here. I need to color his eyeball. Or her eyeball. I don't know. What should we name this? What should we name this goldfish? This beautiful goldfish. I don't have black. He needs a black eye. Ivory black. Ooh. That's mysterious. I just need a little bit of that. Not a lot. I'm just using one piece for that. One section. Alrighty then. Let me see. Not really sure what the whole entirety of his eye should be. I know I want the pupil to definitely be black, like most fish. Well, I don't know. He's not like most fish. This fish is not like most fish. He's a special fish. Go have him slightly purple eyeball. But I don't want it to like blend in too much with his skin tone. Because his skin tone is very consists of a lot of purples and pinks. And add a little bit of red just to get more of a brighter color to it. I like that. I like that a lot. Get that off. Let's be very careful with the eyeball, because, yeah, I don't want to mess this up. If I mess it up, it's all over. I'm deleting my YouTube channel. I can't ever show my face here ever again. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I would not do that over just one simple little mistake. Especially when it comes to this. I think for the cap, I should start adding a little bit more onto the cap. Might mix it up a bit. So, I know that it's red. It's a bright red. Alright. Give a little speckles here and there to make it kind of pop out a little bit, just a little bit. Give it some texture. There we go. So now it kind of looks like an actual wren. It's not all flat. It has bumps. Might have to wait a little while. To sign it. I'll probably sign it with my Micron pens. Maybe. That might work. I'm not too sure. Maybe I can sign it with my name on, well, of course I'm going to sign it with my name. Maybe I can sign it using the black oil paints. My train in my brain is just really slow right now when I'm trying to talk and explain things. It's just really slow. Alright. Let's try and sign her name. without it looking horrendous. So, dipping my brush quite a bit on this. It's already bigger than what I wanted it to be. Oh no. It's not too bad. Just gotta get past all the loops. I don't know if you guys can hear that, because the window, I have the window closed, obviously, because it's cold outside. There's snow outside. But maybe not even a mile away, not even a mile, pretty much right down the hill and a little bit from us, there's a train, and normally you can pretty much hear it all the way from inside the house, and we're not too far from it, but it's not like it's super loud, but you can hear it pass by. You probably can't hear it in the video just because I have the windows shut. If I were to open the windows, you guys might be able to barely hear it if we were really quiet. I don't know. We could try. But I'm pretty sure by now the train should already be almost gone. Let's see. I think the train has already gone past. But normally you can hear it running on the tracks. Not like hear the horn or anything. You can hear the train running along the tracks from up here. So it's a fairly loud train, you know? But I don't think that you guys would probably heard it just because it's already quite a bit distance from us now. Go ahead and try and get some of this stuff off of my brush before I go wash them. But that's pretty much a live stream. In case anybody is wondering, yeah, I'll do more live streams and stuff later, or more often, sorry. I will try to get to more videos, trying to get more, make a somewhat of a schedule of when I'm going to try to record a video and what of. I just don't know what to record, really. And my phone's not the best at recording, and I have a tripod for a camera. But the camera that I have, you can't record on it. It's not meant to record. So that's what makes it difficult. And I'm very limited onto what computers I can go to. Oh hey, there's the train again. To what computers I can use when trying to upload these and edit. Very limited. But I will try to get more videos out. I know that in the past, I've pretty much done speed drawings and stuff like that in it. So I think now I'm still going to do that, but that's not what my entire channel is going to be about. And like I'll have videos of my pets and story videos and pretty much more going out and doing stuff. Like, yeah, I could make a channel where it's just for my pets, or just for my drawings, or just for when we go out and do stuff, or go out of town. But I think what I'm going to do, I just want it all to be on one channel. I pretty much, I already had this set idea when I first made my channel a long time ago, and then made my new one, which was Guardian Angel 10, and now it's Kitten Gamer. I pretty much knew what I kind of wanted to do. And I haven't quite reached that point in time where I've done the most I can to do it. But I have gone somewhere. Not exactly to where I am entirely happy with where I'm at now. I am happy of what I have, I guess. But I could do better and be happier. And that's what I plan on doing. But pretty much I had the set goal of I'm using one channel. I don't want to make multiple different channels. I would have gaming, drawing, stories, the real life, stuff like that in my channel. Just sectioned off into different playlists. So if you wanted stories, to hear stories, you'd go into a set playlist just for stories, or for animals, or for my drawings. It would just be a lot easier than having to manage multiple accounts. I know some people do it with ease. I know it sometimes is easier on viewers, but this is what makes it easier for me, and it's what I originally want to do. It's what I had in mind. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's what wraps it up, and I'm pretty sure this is all I'm gonna do for this. Here's this right here. Let me actually turn the camera around. Here it is. Let me, so you can see it a lot easier. This is pretty much it. Not too bad for my very first time attempting to do something with it. But this, you go in and see the detail of the canvas. I really do like how I did the scales and texture of it, though. It's really nice. And I love what I did with the green. I instead of just having it kind of all blended in down here, I did spread it up a little bit. There's some up here, there's some there. There's light and dark areas. Anyway, I guess thank you for coming to the live stream. Thank you for anyone who's watching this long after or shortly after it has ended. Not sure what to do next, but hopefully whatever's next, it'll be fun and worthwhile and enjoyable. And hopefully it'll be with you guys. But anyways, if anybody's interested in having this lovely thing, I'll go ahead and put that up on my website once it's finished drying, which should be in 2 to 3 days, possibly longer. I have heard where it'll take up to a week, depending, but this is a small piece of canvas. Very small. I mean, I have small hands, but that's a size comparison. It's the size of my hand. I could literally hold it in the palm of my hand, but not too much of a mess this time. But thank you all for sticking around. Even if I'm not too active often, if you do want to see me more active, I guess, or see more of the stuff that I do, you can follow me on my social medias. I don't use my Twitter much. That is something that I will definitely have to try to do. Part of my New Year's resolution. I never made one, but here I am. I'm making it like a month late. That'll be my resolution, I guess, will be to be more active on YouTube and on Twitter. I'm already active enough on Instagram if anybody wants to go on there. I'm active every other day. I do hop on Amino maybe once a day, but I'm not really active on there, and except for like every other day. So I guess that's it. I guess Thanks. You know, I should really come up with a saying. Everybody else has a saying. I'm not sure what I should do. I don't know. I'll have to think of it, but for now, I guess, stay colorful? Question mark? And have a nice day, night, evening, whatever time it is where you are. See ya.